cry. Almost made you happy, babe. Didn't I, didn't I? You almost had me thinking you were turned around. But everybody knows almost doesn't count. Almost heard you saying you were finally free. What was always missing for you, babe? You found it in me. But you can't get to heaven half off the ground. But everybody knows almost doesn't count. I can't keep on loving you. I hear a hesitation, heart that's never really sure. Keep on trying. No. All that I could give you, what you came there for. Gonna find me somebody not afraid to let go. I wanna know that I'll be that kind of man. You came real close, but every time you build me up, you only let me down. Everybody knows I can't keep on loving you. I hear a hesitation, never really sure. No. And all that I could give you, maybe you'll be sorry, maybe you'll be cold, maybe you'll come running back, babe, from the cruel world. Almost convinced me you're gonna stick around, but I know everybody knows. So maybe I'll be here, maybe I'll see you around. That's the way it goes. Almost doesn't count. Thank you.
Hello, and thank you to all my fans that are joining me. I'm here with you today to share my music and my voice for the 2020 Census Concerts That Count. And it's really about that, counting, because we all count. Our community has been historically undercounted, and today I am not only bringing you my voice and performance, but I'm reminding you that the census is a way for all of us to be heard and a way to shape our future. Now I'm gonna turn it to Harrison Barnes from the NBA's Sacramento Kings. Ball to you, Harrison.
Hey, music and sports fans. I'm Harrison Barnes of the Sacramento Kings. I grew up in Iowa, went to college in North Carolina, and played in the NBA in California, Texas, and now I call California home. Having lived across the United States and playing ball in state after state, I am always aware of each and every community that I join. So it's only fitting that I'm here to talk to you about the US Census and why it is important that you fill out the census and be counted. In America, every single one of us is important, so we all count. That's why the 2020 census is so critical. We have only one chance every 10 years to complete the census, which tells the government where billions of dollars in funding will go every year for the next 10 years. Yes, I said billions. I thought it'd be good to let you know the places where some of those dollars go that are important to me and affect you and your families right in your own backyard. A few examples are the Nutrition Assistance Program for Women, Infants, and Children, Head Start, a special meal program for children, the National School Lunch and Breakfast Program, as well as funding for youth activities in parks. Funds go to hospitals and clinics and fire stations. And during this pandemic we're living in, it is important now more than ever that we have the much needed funding our communities count on. Here's something you should know. Your answers are safe and confidential. They can't be seen or used by anyone else. That's the law. We can make our voices heard. We can help shape the future together. I can't emphasize enough how important it is. The census is a sure way to help our communities. Please take it today. It will take you way less time than a quarter at a basketball game. If you want to know more, please go to 2020census.gov. Let's shape our future together.
Whenever I'm down, I call on you, my friend, a helping hand you lend in my time of need. So I'm calling you now, just to make it through. What else can I do? Don't you hear my plea? But you should know that I've got your back. It's automatic. So no, 'cause I'm your sister and always for you. And I don't know. You'll always be my best friend. Lose or if I win, yeah. I don't know. Sing along, y'all. I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on. Don't let you know I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. The more there ain't no other for me. It's only you. Down. I wanna be down. No matter the time, babe. I wanna be, try to be down. Yeah. Thank you.
They are the heroes, helping on the front lines. Here's one small way you can help them in return. Complete your 2020 census today. Census data helps communities plan funding for hospitals and emergency services. Respond now at 2020census.gov.
What is the census? Just once every 10 years, every person in the United States is counted, and every single person in the U.S. needs to be counted so that we can get our share of the billions of dollars from Washington distributed each and every year for the next 10 years. Now to the homie Big Tigger. You know this man from radio, from 106 in Park, and his voice always matters to our community.
Hey, Brandy. Thank you, sis. I'm glad to be here with my good friend, the incredibly talented Brandy, for this really important time together with music fans from across our country. We're all going through a lot right now as we fight through this pandemic and come together to support the fight against racial injustice. We have this once in every 10 years, let me say it slow, once in every 10 years opportunity to make every voice heard in terms of what kind of future we all want. Knowing the number of the people that live in your home and your community helps decide how billions of dollars in federal funding are distributed each year for the next decade to our communities. That's important. Historically, too many people of color have been undercounted, which means a potential loss of funding for those services that help our communities. We have the power to change that right now. Did you know what the census does? Do you know how it works? Let me break it down. The census helps determine fundings for hospitals and health clinics in your community. The census determines the amount of funds for schools and after-school programs in your community. It helps decide how much goes to nutrition programs, Medicare, Pell Grants for college, and more. Plus, and this is kind of a big deal, the census also determines your congressional representation. You can fill out the census online, by phone, or by mail, so you can do the right thing while you're still doing the social distancing thing. They're both important. Let's be heard, people. Let's get our fair share. Go to 2020census.gov. Back to you, Brandy. I can't wait to hear more new music, sis.
Seem like ever since the first day we met, there is no one else I think I'm more than you. I can't seem to forget, can't get you out my head. It's the verdict sin, I'm crazy over you. How can one be down? Tell me where to start, 'cause every time you smile I feel tremors in my heart. I have but one concern, I cannot get with you till my day comes. Here's what I'm gonna do. Sitting up in my room, yeah, yeah, thinking about you. I must confess, I'm a mess for you, but sitting up in my room, thinking about you, baby. I'm just a mess. I pray that you'll invest in my happiness. All it takes is just one simple call from you. I turn my heart around if I'm making ground. Pretty baby, please tell me if I'm getting through. Tell me what is up. You see, I need to know. Tell me if I'm far, if I'm getting close. I have but one concern, I cannot get with you till my day comes. Here's what I'm gonna do. Sitting up in my room, thinking about you, all about you, babe. I'm a mess for you, baby, baby, baby. I'm just a mess. Come on, you know I'll pray that you'll invest in my happiness. See, I turn my heart around if I'm making ground. Sitting up in my room, I'm just a mess with a thing for you. Thank you.
It's so easy to take the census. It's something that most of you can do in a few minutes online, on the phone or by mail. It's only 9 questions, y'all. Who do you count? Count everyone who lives with you. They don't have to be a relative. Count everyone with you. Is it safe to take the census? Absolutely. It is safe and confidential and cannot be shared with any other government agency. I'm gonna send it over to Santia Deck. Now this woman is strong, she's fast, and she's a powerhouse, and the first woman signed to the new WFLA. Yes, girl, run with it, Santia.
Santia Deck here. I am a former Texas A&M Kingsville track and field collegiate athlete who turned to a professional women's football player for the WFLA, where I made history. For those of you who follow me, you guys know I try to make every single day count. And count is such an important word when it comes to how I live my life, because I try my best to live my life to the fullest and make a difference. That is why it's so important that I join these amazing group of people to talk about why it's so important to complete the 2020 census. Just once every 10 years, everybody in the United States is counted so that every community can get its fair share of the billions of dollars so that every community can have what they need to survive and flourish. Why is it important to fill out the 2020 census? Because where there are more people, there are more needs, such as more hospitals, better schools, parks, things to do in your community. It is only 9 questions, guys. 9 questions when you fill out the 2020 census. You can do it by phone, by email, or online. They're only gonna ask questions like, what is your gender, your age, your ethnicity, things like that. But it is important to make sure that your voices is heard, that we are counted, not only for ourselves, but for future generations. All you have to do is go to 2020census.gov, but guys, make sure you get out there and do it. Coming from somebody like me who cares about our future and our future generations, this is super important to me and it should be to you. So go ahead and fill it out. Back to you, Brandy. Please keep singing, please.
She's a pearl in the rough. It takes a village to raise her. We don't do it all by ourselves. I know my smile can be upstaging. On the stage, I provide like a daddy and a mother. Father, I give my life, put that on my life. I'll be a bin, my comments, and a scroll. You can do it like I can do it. I'm just here to shed a light, yeah, yeah. Cause we gon' be alright, be alright. Baby mama, baby mama. I ain't with that drama, not that baby mama. Ain't depending on you, I'm a baby mama. I got my own baby mama. Single mama. This song ain't just for me, it's for every mama. Every day I breathe is for my little mama, yeah. And the baby mama, yeah, yeah, yeah.
There will be parties again soon. There will be parades and sporting events and concerts to help our communities when they come back together. Go to 2020census.gov and respond today to make America's tomorrow brighter.
Now here's All-Pro Eric Kendricks of the Minnesota Vikings. He's an amazing football player, and this man is quite an amazing artist too. And you want to hear what he has to say. So Eric, say something.
Hey everyone, I'm excited to be with music fans, sports fans, and fellow athletes to discuss the 2020 census. My name is Eric Kendricks, and I'm an All-Pro linebacker from the Minnesota Vikings. If you follow me, you know that I've made a commitment to be a part of change for the better. So I'm coming to you to help promote participation in the 2020 census and just share a few reasons why it's important for our future. It's important that our voices are heard as our communities come together to fight racial injustice. Young black men and children of color are historically undercounted, which means a lack of funding from the government for services that help their communities. We have the power to help change that and determine where hundreds of billions of federal dollars go to help our communities for the next 10 years. The census determines who and how many of us are represented in Washington, and that determines how much of the funding is spent within our communities. Here are a few key things that the census helps fund: hospitals, schools, playgrounds, parks, after-school programs, lunch programs, community centers, housing resources. These are all super important. So fill out the 2020 census so our voices can be heard. That's 2020census.gov.
I'm asking all of my fans and all of you who are watching to talk to your family. Sit down with your family and complete the census. Let's make sure that we all count as our generation comes together to create the future we'd like to live in. Do it now. Go to 2020census.gov.